hello wherever you are and whatever day, whatever month you're currently watching this. Hello, we hope you're having a delightful day. We are doing another workout inspired by our 30-day badassery program. We've been doing this pretty much weekly. We've been taking different elements of it and turning it into a workout. So it's not the complete workout, it's inspired by it. What it is 30 days, total body weight, 1 upper body, 1 lower body, 1 ab core, 2 HIIT workouts a week. Your body's going to be screaming at you, but goddamn, you're going to look fantastic by the end of it. Today is the ab portion, so we're just doing all abs and core, so it'll be an absolute delight. So towel, if you need a mat, your enthusiasm. We're going to be doing 7 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 3 laps. If you need a little bit more time between laps, press pause, gather your thoughts, get right back into it. Don't dilly-dally, and don't go on and on like I'm currently doing. Anything to add?
No, that's it. Let's go.
All right. It's kind of cold out here. Okay, here we go. A little warm up. So what we're going to do, let's just do some jumping jacks just to kind of get the blood flowing. Mainly for our benefit because it is Canada.
It's cold.
And
sun is deceiving. It looks warm, but it's not.
We've been very lucky in November right now. Right now it's November 12th. You can do a little side step. And it's been freakishly warm, but today it's turning back to what it should be. Not pleasant. 4 quick little shuffles. Hip open, hip open. Right, we're just gonna go down onto the ground. We're gonna do some mountain climbers. So, wrists stacked underneath shoulder, straight line, light on the toes, drive those knees. Alrighty, what we're gonna do next is we're just gonna roll onto our back. We're gonna do our dynamic lumbar stretch. So what that is shoulders stay on the ground, right leg up and over as far as you can, keeping both shoulders on the ground. Control, switch. Take your time with this. Don't just swing your leg. Move it with intention into that nice stretch. Oh my God, I love this stretch. Oh God. 1 more. Oh my God. All right, into hip thrusters. Really squeeze your butt at the top. All right, we're gonna just rock and open up your legs and reach through the middle. So roll on your back, reach through the middle. How are we doing there on time?
45 seconds.
Alrighty. All right, let's get up onto our feet. Feet as close together as you can. Arms in front of you. We're just gonna do twist hops. So fingers point in one direction, toes point in the other direction. Do your best to twist more through your hips than your whole body. All right, finish up with some high knees. Maybe we can also do some slow march because you really just want to drive those knees up. The higher the knees go, the more the abs you work. That was a dull thud. All right, we're gonna get started in about 20 seconds.
All right, guys, so we're gonna start with lateral shoulders. That's our first exercise. We're gonna have Rob set up in a bear plank position or tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and optional dog underneath you. Totally optional. Okay, so we're gonna start, Rob's gonna start with lifting his knees off the ground, and he's gonna extend the bottom leg across in front of him, okay, as he's pulling the opposite elbow back, opening up through the chest. So nice long extension, pausing it out. Abs are tight. Now if you're still working on those lateral shoot-throughs, it's a new move for you. What you could do is on that extension, rest your foot on the ground, but you're still aiming to fully extend that leg out as you're opening up the chest, creating nice long spine with that movement. Okay, you're coming back center to that bear plank position. So notice how Rob's knees stay bent at 90 degrees bent. So you don't want to extend those legs. You're maintaining that 90 degrees bend rather than this. Not even sure what to call this.
But you'd be surprised how often we see it.
Don't do that. All right, next exercise, guys, we're doing sit-ups. Okay, we're gonna do full sit-ups or a modified version. Okay, Knees at 90, feet planted solid on the ground. Okay, so you want to control that movement on the way up and on the way down, and especially on your way down, we're going to coach you to really go nice and slow to fire up those abs rather than using momentum. Okay, so nice and long, one vertebra at a time on the way down, one vertebra at a time on the way up. Exhale as you come up, inhale down. Beautiful. Now, if doing full sit-ups is a challenge and you're finding that your feet are coming off the ground, you have to sit up. So come halfway up, lift the shoulder blades off the ground, keep your head in line with the spine, and then slowly on the way down. So especially on that down face, you're gonna have a tendency of just dropping your body, letting go. This is where your abs are really working. So slow it down, resist the gravity. You're gonna notice a huge difference in your abs, okay? Regardless to which version that you're doing. Awesome, double mountain climbers are next, so it's a little bit more dynamic. Okay, we're throwing in some shoulders, your quads, a little bit of cardio in addition to your core, okay? Highly functional move, one of our favorites.
Yes.
Right?
It's true.
We're all about efficiency, right? And this is a very efficient and effective move, just as long as you do it correctly, okay? So top of the push-up position, and then you're jumping in and out. So you're driving your knees all the way towards the chest, and then jumping all the way out to full, straight, high plank position. So notice that Rob's hips are not jumping up in the air. He's bending his knees, so you don't want to do this. That's a no-no, okay? The bum stays down, okay? So you're driving the knees in, down towards the mat, and the chest, keeping them nice and low, and then full extension out. Now, if you need to modify this, you can step it in and out, eliminate the jump, but you're still stepping all the way in, stepping all the way out. So full range of motion. Or you can just do regular mountain climbers, right, left, and that's it.
Just like that. All right, Dee's turn.
My turn.
She's gonna go into jackknives, which, if you've spent time with us, is also a favorite of ours. So Dee's gonna be lying on her back. She's gonna have her legs and arms fully extended. She's gonna take her heels off the ground, shoulder blades off the ground, and then without letting either touch, she's gonna try to bring her arms and her legs all the way up at the same time and meet in the middle. A little bit of a pause. Nice slow release as you lower yourself down. So you want it to be here. Don't think about dropping your heels. Don't think about like dropping your arms. Lengthen your abs, release the tension in your abs. That's what's unfolding your body. Now, if this becomes a little bit too much, one leg on the ground, reach. If that's still a little bit too much, bottom knee can be bent as you lift the other leg up. If you've got more low back issues, this will help take that low back pain off. All right, so what Dee's gonna be doing for these next couple is we are gonna be doing side plank hip dips. We're gonna stay on the same side. So Dee's gonna do the whole thing on her right side. In the next lap, we'll do left side. Last lap, we'll switch to midway. All right, so once again, elbow and shoulder are in line with each other. So Dee's really pushing into the ground here, really pushing into the ground with her feet, controlling the movement, really pushing up nice and high with her hips. Now, if that is a little bit too much, you can scissor your legs, just like that. We're just picking the worst possible spot. If this is still not enough, bottom knee can be down and bent just like that. So this might actually really help you to feel your obliques, because that's where you want to feel it, right underneath in there. Okay, so take your time. There we go. What we're going to do next is a partial get up. We're going to still stick onto the right side. So Dee has her right arm up, right leg straight, left knee bent, left arm flat. All right, and we're going to stay on this side. Same rules apply. Second lap, other side. And what she's going to do, she's going to curl up, push her hips up, come all the way back down. Now, you'll really be able to see this in the next lap, is what Dee's doing is she's rolling up onto her left forearm and then onto her left palm and pressing hard into the ground with her two heels and her palm to get it all up. So right there, roll up, press, hips high, squeeze your butt. A lot of times when we say lift our hips, we don't squeeze our butt, and then we just put pressure on the low back. So squeeze your butt as you lift up your hips nice and high. 3 more seconds. There we go. Now, what we are going to be doing next is plank hip dips. So we're going to be going into our low plank position. You can do this from your toes or your knees. The knees, the range of motion is going to be a little bit smaller, so don't try to overdo it if you're on your knees, all right? So shoulders and elbows are in line with each other. Notice Dee's just dropping her hips. Now everyone's range of motion is going to be different. So don't try to match the same depth as Dee. Go as deep as your form will allow you. And look how she's kind of slightly pivoting on her toes. Don't let your feet fully collapse onto the ground. They can shift from side to side, but don't fully lie on the whole side of your foot, all right? Nice and control. If this is your first time doing it, take your time. Stop in the middle, reset, then drop, come to the middle, reset, drop to the side. We'll go over that more on the other side in the next lap, which is now starting.
All right, guys, so again, if you need a minute, take a minute, pause, come back in 60 seconds. Okay, we're just gonna keep going straight into lap 2 from the top. So lateral shoot-throughs, okay. On the second lap, now you're familiar with the movement, okay? So really see if you can increase the range of motion, pause that extension to challenge yourself a little bit more. Really think about pulling the belly button towards the spine as you do this, opening up through the chest. Nice deep breaths. So you're working your shoulder, you're working your inner thighs, working your hip flexors, you're working your legs. Highly functional move with a lot of emphasis on functional core strength. We're all about efficient movement, all around core strength, not just, you know, the old school typical ab exercises that we've known for ages. We really believe in building overall core strength in your body for maximal benefits. All right, moving on, sit-ups. So again, feet flat, you're doing either a full sit-up or a partial sit-up, just as long as you can hold on to that form and fully control that movement. Ready? And here we go, with exhale going up, one vertebra at a time, and then back down, slow, controlled. So you ideally want to match Rob's pace, definitely not go any faster than him, okay? Especially on your way down, slow it down, good, awesome. And again, doing a partial sit-up is an option. If full sit-ups are starting to become challenging, especially on second, third round, if your abs starting to fatigue, totally expected, just modify accordingly and keep working. Okay, you're gonna get much better results that way than if you're trying to force the movement, if you're starting to introduce your lower back into that as well. It's definitely a no-no.
No.
Okay, here we go. Double mountain climbers are next, guys. We're flying through those sets. So when you do our programs on our app, the great thing is that you always get us to do all the demos for you with different progressions. So regardless of your fitness level, we always have a version that you can choose to match your fitness level for maximum results. So that's strong double mountain climbers. Again, if you're needing to modify, you can just alternate step in and step out, or just do a regular mountain climber instead, okay? So you can choose your level, choose that option, but either way, you're keeping your upper body nice and stable. Your hands stay in line with the shoulders, abs stay straight, back stays neutral, and you're driving those knees all the way in and then going all the way out to nice, strong, high plank position. 10 more seconds, guys. The last few reps, nice and strong. You should definitely feel that in your quads as well at this point. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job.
Oh, delightful. All right, jackknives. All right, so remember, you don't want your shoulder blades or your heels to touch once the timer starts on the way down. Low back starts to kick in. Have one leg on the ground, still kicking in, bend that leg that's on the ground to take that pressure off. And remember, pause in the middle. Doesn't matter which version you're doing, you pause in the middle, slow release. Let those abs lower you and really do your best to come up at the same time. It's almost like a race between your feet and your arms to meet over top of the belly button. And you want it to be as close to a photo finish as you can. And that nice little squeeze, almost there. There we go. All right, so what we're going to be doing now is a side plank, but we're switching to the left side now. All right, so once again, feet are straight is the more advanced. Feet scissored is a good intermediate option. Bottom knee down is a good beginner movement to get yourself going. So remember, you want to feel it right underneath there. So the bottom side of Dee's body, right into her obliques, that's where you want to feel it as you push those hips up. If you're feeling it more in your shoulder than anywhere else, you're not doing it right. You're probably collapsing too much and you're not getting that range of motion. So that's when you want to go to the scissored version or the knee version so you can maintain your hips up so you can keep it feeling right into your abs. All right, so strong press, controlled lift, controlled lower. All right, so we're keeping that going 3 more seconds. Now we're gonna do that partial Turkish get up, and you'll now really see Dee use that arm, all right? So now her left arm is straight in the air, left leg is straight, right knee bent, right arm, and watch as she curls up vertebrae by vertebrae, like with control, just like that sit-up. She's gonna roll up on that forearm and then press right into with her palm. Hips are up by squeezing the butt and not arching. And same thing on the way down. Nice and control vertebrae by vertebrae on the way down. Notice where Dee's arm is. It stays nice and straight the whole time. Those fingertips are pointing to the sky throughout the entire movement, and that's what you want to think about. It's easy to start bringing your arm, dropping it all over the place. You got 3 more seconds. Bada boom. All right, hip dips. So once again, if this is a little bit new to you, go really slow. So you'll do either from your toes or your knees, dip onto one side, come back into your regular low plank position, come to a dead stop, make sure your form is on point, and then continue to the other side. And as you get more comfortable with the movement, you can then start making it a little bit more fluid, as Dee is doing now. Because if you don't have that body awareness, you're just going to be flying all over the place, not really fully understanding where you should be feeling it. So once again, in through here is where you should be really feeling it with those hips and those obliques. That's it. So once again, too, if you do this from your knees, you're going to realize your range of motion is not going to be the same. And that's okay. It's a little bit harder to pivot, that's all. But you can still work your obliques if you focus on keeping it there. All right, last lap.
Woo! Time flies when you're having fun.
So much fun.
Again, if you need break, pause 1 minute, come back. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Last lap here, nice and strong. We're gonna really concentrate on focusing, engaging those abs properly, especially now that you might be a little bit more fatigued. Just pay attention to what's happening in your body, okay? Second your form goes, so do your results, okay? Nice, deep breaths, slow control here on those lateral shoot throughs. Nice long extension. You should definitely feel it in your inner thigh as you do this too, along the way. Why did you do that?
Highlighting.
Oh, nice work, guys. Beautiful. 15 seconds. See, this is what you get. This is what you get. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it will make you laugh. We're all about fun.
It's true. If you're laughing, you can't be crying.
That's it. All right, guys, there you go. Done and done. See what happens when you have fun? Time flies. Sit-ups next. So again, either full sit-ups, partial sit-ups if you need to modify at this point because your core is starting to fatigue. Totally expected. Do so. Stick to the good form. And 2, 1, here we go. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Maybe almost. I think Rob should go into a modified version.
I have to do a modified one for a couple of seconds there.
There you go. So remember, if you're doing the modified version, you're lifting with the chest. So imagine that you have a string attached to your sternum. Somebody's pulling it up. So you're not curling into your knees. You're lifting the chest up. Your head stays in line with the spine. So imagine you hold the tennis ball in between your chin and your chest, maintaining neutral long neck in the process as well. Slow, controlled. Okay? Nice. 8 seconds to go. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, double mountain climbers, modified mountain climbers, or just regular mountain climbers. Okay, so choose your level. Choose your beast. Let's get it done, guys. 40 seconds, okay? Bruce is very unimpressed. He's like, yeah.
He's bored so easily.
All right, here we go, guys. So again, choose your level. Either way, so you're jumping all the way in, all the way out. So if you need to slow it down to make sure that you're going full range of motion, that's what you do. Jump in, pause, jump out, and pause, okay? It's not gonna make it easier. It's just going to make it more, make you more aware of the movement, making sure you're not taking shortcuts, okay? And if you're starting to take shortcuts because your body's fatiguing, modify, and then do a modified version instead, okay? 12 seconds, last few reps, nice and strong finish, nice deep breath. So this exercise should feel like one of the more challenging ones from today's workout.
Oh yeah.
3, 2, and 1. Awesome job.
All right. And the best part about that is, it means I'm done. Dee gets to do the last 4. 4 minutes and you're done as well.
How convenient for Rob.
Oh, it's luxurious. Oh, I feel so alive. All right, jackknives. So remember, full leg extension. You're racing to that photo finish by your belly button.
Uneven surface.
Yeah. So make sure you're on an even surface. And then nice slow release. Remember, put all of your concentration right here. You're squeezing the abs to bring you up. You're releasing the abs to lower the legs. And you want that photo finish with the hands and the feet up above the belly button. Remember, really be aware of your low back. Your low back can kick into this party really easily. So, as always, feet on the ground. All right, we're now gonna be doing the dips. We're gonna do 20 seconds on one side, 20 on the other side. Once again, this in our other workout, the actual official workout, you will be actually going longer. So you won't be switching halfway.
Yay!
Exactly. All right, so straight line, elbow, shoulder, press. So you're pressing here, you're lifting in the middle. Pressing and lifting. So it's a multi-body movement. Remember, if you're feeling it more in the shoulders, go to a modified version or even to the knee version. You'll be surprised how many times Dee and I get people to do this on their knees and they feel it in their abs immediately. And they're like, I did not know that's where I was supposed to feel it. And because I was talking, I forgot to get her to switch.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
That's okay. I forgot to.
That's all right. I'll get you to switch during the Turkish get-up.
Yep.
All right. So we'll start with our right arm in the air, right knee bent, left leg straight, left arm straight. You're going to be rolling up on your left. Remember your focus, keeping your right fingertips pointing to the sky or the ceiling the whole time. So here we go. Remember, nice strong squeeze of the butt as you lift those hips up. We don't want to arch the back. We want to lift the hips by squeezing our tush. Got time to do one more, and then we're going to switch sides. All right, switch it up to the other side. There you go. So take your time doing this. This isn't a race with this movement, especially if you're new to it, because you can feel a little bit awkward trying to remember which knee is bent, which arm is up, which leg is straight. Remember, when you get into it, fingertips pointed high to the sky the whole time. All right, last but not least, we're doing those hip dips. Nice and control. Now, as you fatiguing here, really make sure you're keeping your elbow and your shoulder in line with each other and you're not pushing body weight into your toes. So nice and control. Controlling the movement. You're not swinging. You're lifting and lowering. There's a big distinction between swinging and lifting and lowering. Swinging is momentum. Lifting and lowering is control. So make sure you've got control of your body and you're feeling it work. Got 15 seconds and then a little cool down, you're done. Boom. 10 seconds. Make sure that back is nice and flat. That butt isn't going up into the air. 3, 2, 1, bada boom.
Activity completed.
Done like Bruce.
Done like Bruce. All right, guys, so we're gonna stretch your core a little bit. before we let you go. Okay, we're gonna start in a child's recovery position. You're gonna sit back into your heels, open up your knees, drop your chest in between, extend your arms, just stretch your lower back here. Nice deep breaths here, trying to relax your chest into the ground. Nice deep inhale with exhale, come up into a 4-point position onto your hands and knees. Okay, hands in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. We're gonna go into cut stretch, just rounding your back, pulling that belly button towards the spine, dropping your head down. And then drop the belly button in towards the ground. Stick your bum out gently, look up, pull your shoulders away from your ears, stretching out your core. And now find a happy medium neutral spine. Okay, transition into a high plank. We're gonna go into downward facing dog. So really push your heels into the ground as you're raising your hips up nice and tall, long arms, long torso. And from here, just shift your weight all the way forward into a high plank. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Drop your left knee on the ground. Keeping your hands on the inside of that front leg. You're gonna rotate towards your right knee. Reach with your right arm towards the sky. Just really open up through the chest. Great mobility stretch for your thoracic spine here. Nice deep inhale. With exhale, slowly release. Lift your left knee off the ground. Take a step back with your right foot and then switch to the other side. So left foot forward, right knee down. Okay, really drop your hips down and you're gonna rotate towards your left. Come back center. Lift your right knee up, take a step back. One more time into downward facing dog. And from here, just walk your hands in towards your feet. So rest your heels on the ground. Keep your upper body nice and relaxed. Relax your arms and your head. And then just roll up one vertebra at a time. Slow, controlled. Beautiful. Feet slightly wider than your hip width apart. Okay? Slide bend in the knee. You're going to take a deep breath in. And with exhale, slightly just reach over to your right side. You're going to grab your right hand, wrap it around your left ankle, and gently pull that arm up, emphasizing and stretching the side even more. Nice deep breath. With exhale, slowly transition back to center, other side. So just hold on with your left hand to your right ankle, wrist, pulling it all the way over until you feel that stretch in your torso. Reach up. Deep inhale with exhale. Relax your arms all the way down. Nice big shoulder rolls. Awesome job, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. Once again, this is a sneak peek into our Badassery 1.0 bodyweight program. 30 days, 5 workouts a week. Progressive from week to week. Yeah.
Check the link in the bio, in the description. Get to our app. We also check out our Instagram because we got other content on there as well. And as always, subscribe, like, share. You know the drill in this age of social media. Do all of it. All of it.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
See ya.